Welcome back to Cheyenne's Good Fortune. This is your week ahead reading. So what should you focus on next week, or what could happen next week? We have 5 pals here. Once again, it's a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you pick a pal, it doesn't resonate, please feel free to pick a different pal. If you like the video, please hit the like button, share the video, and please subscribe to my channel. Love to have you here. Okay, so we have 5 pals. What you're going to do is focus on the color. Whichever color seems to keep being drawn to you, I believe is the correct pal for you. Pal number 1 is the blue. Pal number 2 is red. Pal number 3 is the light blue. Pal number 4 is the orange. Pal number 5 is the yellow. So we're going to start with pal number 1. Okay, people who picked pal number 1, which is the blue. Pal number 1. What is your week looking like for next week? What should you focus on next week? What's going on? Once again, it's a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, so what I first want to say before I continue is that this is dealing with someone who's in a relationship. Okay, so if you're not in a relationship, if you're single, please pick another pal. Or if you're in a good relationship, please pick another pal. Once again, if you're currently in a good relationship and you don't want to break up, everything's going fine, please pick another pal. Or if you're single, please pick another pal. All right, let's get to it. So pal number 1, what's happening next week? We have soulmates. What should you focus on? Once again, soulmates. Moving on. Darkest fears. And the 3 of Swords. This is pretty straight to the point. So your focus for next week, pal number 1, is dealing with a relationship that you're currently in that you're not happy in. So with the soulmates card, this card is telling me this is what you want. This is what you wanted. You wanted a loving relationship, but someone who's watching this is not happy with this relationship, and they well, let me change the position of these cards because the way I want to explain this to you all. So you wanted a loving relationship, okay, but the current relationship that you're in, and you know who you are, is not going good. So you have the Darkest Fears card. This card is basically saying that you're in your head. Okay, you see that around his head. You're in your head. You have a fear. So your fear is that maybe you're not lovable. You have a fear that you're never gonna find a good relationship. So it's dealing with relationships. You fear that, oh, here we go again, another relationship that is going to end bad. So what this is saying is that next week you need to prepare yourself to move on from this situation. But this card, Darkest Fears, it also means that you're paralyzed with inaction, that you need to make action. This is saying that your darkest fears are coming to the surface, and it's causing you to not walk away from this relationship. And you don't want to walk away because you're tired of being heartbroken. Okay, and so this is saying once again that this is the type of relationship you want. You want a soulmate, loving relationship. But once again, you're in a situation with a person that is not a good fit for you. You need to walk away from it. It has hurt you. You're the 3 of Swords. This is basically the attack of the heart. The swords represent challenges and struggles. So your heart has been attacked. You're heartbroken about a failed relationship. Is failing, and you need to moving on. You need to walk away from it. Next week is about you preparing to walk away, but you need to face your fears. Do you fear that you're never going to find someone else? Is that why you're not walking away from this relationship? Because you fear that you won't find anybody better? Do you fear that you're not lovable? Do you have anxiety about moving on? Whatever it is next week, you really need to face your fears about the fact and accept that this relationship is not working out and that you need to move on from it. Yes, it has caused you heartbreak, but this heartbreak is going to continue if you stay in it. And you know who you are, who's watching this. Okay, so next week, Spirit is saying the biggest thing you need to focus on next week is ending this relationship, but facing your fears about it. Facing the fear. Do you fear being alone? Do you fear if you move away from this relationship that you're going to be alone? I understand you're heartbroken. I understand you want a loving relationship, but this is not the relationship for you. And so you need to face your darkest fear. If your fear is being alone, understand that being alone is not a bad thing. Okay? Relationship does not complete you. So understand you need to walk away from anything and move away from anything that does not serve you. And Spirit is saying next week your focus should be on walking away from this relationship. Okay? Something could happen next week that is so bad that you just pack up and leave, or you really change your phone number, or it could just be saying, I mean, clearly saying to move on, but because this situation has caused you heartbreak. Okay, but this is what's standing out to me. It's something you're in fear of something. I think you're in fear of moving on from this relationship. You may feel you want to find one quote unquote better. You may not want to be alone. You may feel like, okay, why is this another failed relationship? Is there something wrong with me? It's nothing wrong with you. This was not a good fit for you. It's caused you heartbreak. You need to move on from it. Okay, so that's your focus for next week. Pile number 1. Hope you enjoyed the reading. Maybe it's not the most uplifting pal, but I feel that anything that's going to progress you to make a better decision is always uplifting. Okay, every week is not going to be a week of you getting in a lot of money or abundance. This is a week for you to do the work. Next week is a week for you to do the work and to face your fears about a relationship that's not working for you and that you need to move on from. Okay, pile number 1. All right, get to it. If you enjoyed the reading, please like the video, subscribe to my channel. See you next time. And people who picked pile number 2, the red, what's going on with you next week? Pile number 2, what should you be focused on? All that good stuff. Okay, pile number 2, let's get to it. A change in the wind, 9 of water, the chariot, and the fool. All right, so a change in the wind. So something next week, something's changing. This is a lot of movement in this pal. So you see the zebra and the horse. It's a lot of movement. Okay, then you have the fool. So the fool goes out, and the fool is the first card in the tarot deck. So the fool is going on an adventure. They're open to new possibilities. They're being spontaneous. So I feel that this is a lot of movement for you next week. So you could literally okay, so this is what I'm getting. Next week, this could have already happened, or it may be manifesting next week, or it's going to happen next week. What I'm getting is that next week is dealing with you accepting a change. So a change in the wind, it just means that there's been that things are going a different direction, a lot of movement. See, so you're going in a different direction. You might make this decision next week, but let's say something you had planned something to go a particular way and things have changed. So your plans did not go the way you wanted them to. So there's been a change in the wind. So you may have planned verbatim to do a particular thing, and the universe came in and changed the way you're going to get to that goal. So there's a change next week there, or you may change your mind about something. There's a change. You may literally decide to do things a different way. Okay, so there's a change, and what I'm getting is that Spirit is saying, bless me, I'm sorry. Spirit is saying that this change, hold on, give me a second, I wipe my hands on the tissue. All right, sorry about that. So Spirit is saying that this change is a good change. This sudden change, like I said, you could change your mind about doing something a certain way, or the change could be forced upon you, but there's a change next week. And but Spirit is saying that this is the wish fulfillment card. So it says your wish comes true, concerns fade away, a love of life. Okay, it's interesting. I'm gonna put these two together. That you get, this says the love of life and the fool card together. So that's about going out, having, getting what you wanted, going out on an adventure. So what I'm getting is that something's going to change. You're going to change your mind about something, do something differently. And what I'm getting is that this change is going to bring about a good result. Okay, this change, it says the Chariot. So you see this person has willpower. They're on their way to something. This is about self-discipline, willpower, important achievement. So this change is going to cause you to get to your goal better, faster. Does that make sense? Because maybe you plan something that would have took so many months, and this change, or this way of thinking, you changing, doing a particular thing, is going to get you there quicker, and it's going to get you to your end result in a shorter time, and it's going to be a bigger reward. But something's going to change, and it's going to cause you, it's going to be a good result. This change is going to be a good result. It's going to help your wish come to you. I just feel quicker. It's going to make you love life more. It's a wish come true, and it's going to cause you to be, quote unquote, the fool. So this change is going to shift things to where you're going to be able to be more adventurous, more spontaneous, and you're going to get out there and just see what life has to offer. But you're going to be the fool, quote unquote, and be open-minded because of this change. The change in the wind is going to cause all this to go into motion, and a wish is going to be fulfilled for you. Okay, you're going to be able to be more out there and spontaneous, but it's because this change is going to happen. This change, so you may change your mind about something, you may decide to do something in a different way, but whatever you end up changing, it could be regarding a relationship, it could be regarding money, it could be regarding career, whatever happens, either the universe makes it happen, or you make it happen, or either you're going to change your mind about something, or the universe is going to come in and change some things around to where it's going to change your plans. It's a good thing, because this is saying it's going to end with you going out, taking a risk, having a good time. Your dreams are going to come true, and it's going to help you get to your destination quicker, an important achievement. So you're going to get to that end result, that end goal quicker because of this change. Okay, pile number 2. So be open to change next week. If you change your mind about something, go with a different plan, go with it. Okay, if someone comes to you and says, let's do things different way, go with it next week, because this change that you may make next week, that could possibly come in next week, is going to help you get to your goal quicker, and a wish will be fulfilled. Okay, pile number 2. Hopefully you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and see you next time. People pick pile number 3, which is the turquoise. Okay, so what's going on with you next week, pile number 3? What should you expect? Because I want ladies out as I pull them. Okay, pile number 3. If this is a general reading, if it doesn't resonate, please pick another pile. All right, so we have building blocks, Knight of Air, events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options. Creative solutions. Happy times. Make positive, optimistic, long-term goals, on the right path. And the 6 of Swords. Don't be scared about a 6 of Swords. Okay. Sorry, I had to change positions. Okay. So, pile number 3. As far as next week, what this is telling me is that you have built a solid foundation with something. You have worked your butt off, and you have built something solid. This is a very positive card, and it's saying that, I'm going to skip around a little bit, that because you've built something solid, this is the Star card. This card is about good luck, good opportunities coming your way. This is a card about you going towards your goals. So once again, this is this pal, I want to say deck, this pal is a movement pal to me. And what I mean movement, I'm getting more action. You see this guy's on his looks like a horse movement. This person's in a boat moving. So I'm getting a lot of movement. So this is saying that you have built the foundation, right? And now you're on the move next week. Okay, so next week should be an active week for you. So it's telling you next week to go towards a goal. It's saying that you have built the skill set, the expertise, the foundation, dealing with something. I'm not feeling it's a relationship. It could be a career. It's a skill set. Something you have mastered something. You've built a solid foundation with something. Okay, and it's saying that now this is saying, make positive, optimistic, long-term goals. Yes, it's telling you to make long-term goals, but this is a good luck card. This is a happy card. It's saying on the right path. This card is telling you to go for your dreams, go towards your goals. Okay, and then with the 6 of Swords, you see this person. Now Swords deals with a lot, but two of the things that it deals with is challenges and struggles. And this person is showing this person's been through some things, but they're going away from struggle and challenges. So this is saying that you're on your way to bigger and better things next week. You're on your way. So this pile number 3, Spirit is encouraging you next week to go towards something. Whatever, something that you built a skill set in, something you've wanted to do, because this is, once again, the stars about going after your dreams and your desires. Okay, this is a good luck card. It's a very positive card. It's something you need to go after next week. I don't care if it's you've been reading cookbooks or something, and you've been trying out different recipes, and now you want to start catering, or now you want to start ask people to pay for different plates of food that you make. Anything, just something that you've been working at, you're really good at, you put time into. It's telling you that go for it. It's saying on the right path. Go for it. This is another movement card. Go for it. Go towards it. You have worked hard. You've built the foundation. Go towards it. We have another movement card. The Knight. Okay, you know, knights go out there. It says events that occur with great speed. Time to carefully review your options, create a solution. So once again, a movement card. It wants you tireless, decisive, idealistic, intelligent. That almost didn't come out right. It wants you to go towards something. Make plans. Okay. This is also, you know, on the right path, make long-term plans. But it wants you to go toward creative solutions. This wants you to go towards what your dreams and desires are. Okay, this is a movement card. So next week should be an action week for you. Pile number 3, you need to be going towards something that you have worked very hard at, something that you're very good at, something you have built a skill set in. You need to now, Spirit is saying next week is time for you to go towards that. Okay, now it's not particularly saying opportunity is going to come to you. This is more so saying you got to go to the opportunity. Once again, for this pal, I don't get that the opportunity is necessarily going to come to you. I mean, the star does deal with good responses and good luck coming your way. But I'm more so, you have to go towards it, because with the 6 of Swords, this person's on the boat going away, going towards better times. So you need to go towards better times. Don't second guess yourself. You've built a skill set in something. You're good at something. You need to go towards it and don't look back. Okay, this is it's saying that if you go towards the stars at the end, it'll be good luck. It's telling you to go after your dreams. Go to what you desire. Okay, be the knight. Be decisive. Go towards it. Make a plan. Come up with a creative solution. But you need to work. You have built a skill set in something. You're good at something, and it's time to get out there and go towards it and start putting plans in place. Okay, so if you want to start a business, this is a good time next week. Okay, now you got the skill set. Let's just say you want to be a hairstylist. Let's say you already went to school to be a hairstylist. You've been working as a hairstylist for 3 years, and now you want to start having your own clients and work out of your home. Let's just say, okay, next week is the week for you to buckle down and go towards that goal. This says long-term plans. Put that plan in place. It says creative solutions. Take time to carefully review your options. It's time to sit down, put a plan out next week, and go towards your goal. It's saying that you're ready. Okay, pile number 3. So hope you enjoyed this reading, pile number 3. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, share the video, and I will see you next time. Okay, people who picked pile number 4. Pile number 4, your week ahead. If you picked the orange, pile number 4. All right, what should you focus on next week? I try to lay the cards out as I pull them, because it's almost like they tell a story. Sorry, I'm not keeping the camera focused. Okay, pile number 4. So what should you focus on next week? What could possibly happen next week? So we have the yin. We have 10 of air, the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. We have ace of earth, the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. And we have 3 of cups. Okay. Okay, pal number 4. So, this is what's going on for you next week. So, next week is about you being in your feminine energy. So, feminine energy, this is with the yin. It's about you being receptive. Okay, pal number 4, you need to receive. All right, it's about you receiving.